everybody. Welcome to our au pair interviews. Today I'm here with Aimee, who is our au pair, who's gonna be, interview about her experience as an au pair abroad. Thank you, Aimee, for being here. And where are you from and where are you at? So where are you pairing right now?
Originally, I'm from the Philippines, but I moved 2 years ago in Barcelona, Spain, and I just recently moved here in Belgium, Brussels.
Okay, so a very intercultural past. And
Yes,
can you tell me something more about you? For example, how old are you and why did you move abroad from the Philippines?
yes, I'm 22, turning 22 this year, and my family lives in Barcelona, so they just get me there. And ever since I grew up in a big city, so back in the Philippines, I grew up in a city, and when I moved here when I moved to Spain, Barcelona is also a city. So I think I want to feel another environment. So I learned about au pairing, and I chose Brussels because they said that Brussels also have a countryside. So I tried searching for possible au pair host, and that's how I met my au pair host.
Okay, and so it wasn't your first time abroad, uh,
Yeah.
right? And so, how did you find the au pair process, the research? So, how long did it take you to find your current host family?
Yeah, for me, it's just easy because I just have to put in my profile in your website, and I started messaging some au pair host, and I received positive feedback. But unfortunately, I can't go to their place because that's not my ideal place to go. And
Mm-hmm.
until my host family started messaging me, and when we started agreeing on some things, and I wanted to experience life here with them, and that's how um, I came here. That's how I came here.
Okay. What were you looking for in a host family? Were you specifically looking for a place with a countryside, as you mentioned for Belgium, or
Yeah.
did you have any other special requirements?
Um, I want a family where I can um, learn how to speak their language. So far, they're trying to speak with me on French.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but slowly, and the kid also know how to speak a little bit English. That's why we're starting to communicate with each other, and he speak a little French, and I will make him translate it for me, and I speak English, and he translates, and he translates it in French. So that's how we communicate.
Okay, so it's a mutual language learning, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
how old is the host kid?
He's turning 7 this month. Yeah.
Okay, and there's just one kid, or are you taking care of more kids?
Just one.
Just one.
The family
Okay.
has composed of three: the mother, father, and just one kid.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. And so you went to Brussels, to
Yeah.
Belgium, right? And well, okay. So you found a host family on the website. And concerning the bureaucracy, did you need a visa in order to travel to Belgium, or you already had your visa from Spain?
I already have my residence ID in Spain, so I just have to move here, and everything is went smoothly. Yeah.
Perfect.
But
Yes.
of course, especially during this pandemic, everything's hard to process. But so far, everything went smooth. I just have to take my PCR, everything that's needed for the travel stuff.
Yeah. That's basically the most annoying thing nowadays. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we have to do this. Okay, and so when did you arrive to Belgium?
A month ago.
Wow, so you're
just a
pretty
month ago.
fresh. How is it
Yes.
going until now? How do you feel in your new host family?
My host family are very friendly, very cheerful. They treat you as their own family members. So everything is just so good. Everything, you don't feel out of place. They make you feel so welcomed. And no, I don't, you won't feel homesick or whatsoever. So that's a good experience for me.
Yeah. And how is the kid? How did he react to your arrival? Was he already like in the right mindset, or did it take some time for him
Yeah.
to adapt?
So as far as I know, I'm their sixth au pair.
Oh, okay.
So the kid already knows how it works.
Okay. So he's already used to having nannies and babysitters, au pairs from all over the world.
Yes.
Okay, so it makes it
Hmm.
things easier. And do you already
Yes.
feel as a part of the family?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
They treat me nicely and they speak with me nicely in a nice way. No rudeness or whatsoever. So
Okay.
it's
And what
nice.
are your au pair tasks? So what do you have to do during your day?
In the more at the morning, usually before the person I have to change told me that on the regular days she has to bring the kid to school and then come back. And then when the kid is in the school, I don't need to do anything. I just wait for him to come back and fetch him from the school. And then by 3:30 to 5, that's where we do the stuffs needed for him, just like playing, watching movies and stuffs. So the duty is not that so hard.
Okay. And you mentioned the language. So you're currently learning French. Do you have the possibility to attend a language course?
Yes, maybe when I started to learn the basic communication, the basic words, and how to say hi, hello in the word in the language. So yeah, possibly I can enroll.
Okay. And how long does your au pair contract last?
For me, they wanted to try a year and a half. Uh,
Okay. So it's a
so that's
very
a very
long
long.
time.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's see. The best is yet to come, as they say.
yes,
So
exactly.
it's an ongoing process. And okay, concerning the interview, before you found your right host family, is there some advice you would like to give about the making of the profile, the description, the picture? Is there something in particular that may help other au pairs, in your opinion?
Yes, so first in the picture, you don't have to become so look like professional because you won't be applying for a job. You're looking for a possible host of a host family where you want to become part of. So you want to show, you have to show them what you were, what you were exactly as a person, not a job seeker. And then in the profile, you just have to put there what you really want to do. What are your goals when you join that family? Like you want to exchange language with them, you want to experience life with them, life in that city where they're from, and just be yourself. Just put in your hobbies, how you can help them with their kid. And so far, don't try to look so sound. You don't need to sound professional or whatsoever because they're not looking for a housemate or whatsoever. So yeah.
I think it's a very precious advice. Yes, because of course it's not a job is a cultural exchange, so there are
Yes.
some expectations. So being natural is also a very important point for the research. And my next question concerns the cultural shock. Of course, you come originally from the Philippines, but you already had a chance to live in Europe, so in
Yes.
Barcelona, and then you moved to Brussels. Was
Mm-hmm.
there something like shocking about the culture, the host family culture? How did you feel the change?
Shocking, not really, but regarding the how you actually feel sometimes when you feel awkward or uneasy, you just have to tell them directly because when you tell them directly, they won't take it as negative thing, but that would make you interact more comfortably with it with each other. So yeah, nothing really not really much culture shock.
Okay, so being direct and communicate, that's the
Yes.
main point. Okay. And what about the food? Do you cook your own food? Do you eat with the host family? How's the food different? Because I know for many au pairs is the most striking difference once they arrive.
Uh, yes. For the food, they give me weekly food allowance where I was able to choose for my food and cook it on my own. But sometimes they share meals with me when they want to share uh, um, cuisines from this place, from originally here in Brussels. So yeah, when I cook make food from the Philippines, I also share it with them I have when I can cook a lot a batch.
Okay, so even a cultural exchange from this point of view. Okay, interesting. And so, of course, you haven't arrived that much long ago, but do you think you will have the chance to travel a little bit in Brussels or in Belgium? Do you already plan your holidays with the host families?
So far, they let me travel around every weekends because whole weekend was my uh, it's all for me. They don't need they don't take my weekends. They just let me do what I want during the weekends and just come back on Monday. Yeah.
Okay, of course, being an au pair in the pandemic is gonna be a bit different, but
Mm-hmm.
still, things are getting better a little bit. So I hope you will have the chance to travel also a little bit more, and also to experience the life in Brussels. So once things are open. All right. And well, we talked about the cultural shock already. And since your experience is not ended yet, do you have any special expectation for the end of your au pair stay? Do you have some desire or wish for the end of your stay? So in 1 year and a half.
Yeah. So after a year and a half, I want to at least speak a little of French, maybe how to communicate in French, and also I want to know if I want to try another country or I want to look for another host au pair here in Brussels. If I wanted the culture, the weather, and the location. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay, and we always say that the au pair experience is very useful for the CV and for the future job search.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? How do you see this point?
Yes. First, since here in Brussels, there's some places where you call outskirts. So you really have to take a long ride to go to the center where mainly where the businesses are, the groceries and everything, the shopping center. So you have to get used to the transportation, the people around you, how you interact with the people here, it really gives a lot of factors if you're looking for a job or if you're planning to stay in this location. So yeah,
Yeah, it takes a lot to adapt as well. So it's a
yes.
learning every day of different things. Okay. Well, concerning instead the advice, general advice you would give to future au pairs, especially once, well, now that you arrived and you got to know your host family, is there something in particular you wish somebody would have told you before doing the research and finding a host family?
Hmm. I wish someone told me this about this program earlier
Hmm.
because I really enjoyed it a lot. Because this is not my first family actually. I also tried au pairing in Gran Canarias
Okay.
for 3 months, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the nature there. It's nearby the sea. My host family take care of me. They showed me all the places that I can go there. And the next time, since they have to move to other country, I need to look for another host, and I chose here in Belgium. So yeah, the earlier if you want, you can find a family host because you will really really enjoy this experience.
Okay. And wow, nice that you had a chance to go to Gran Canaria. Of course, the weather is
Mhm.
really different from the one
Yes,
in Belgium. So you could live both experiences so very differently.
yes.
And what would you say it's the most important thing while you get interviewed by the host family and while they interview you? What would you suggest? Because of course we are a platform online, so it's very
Mhm.
important to take care of the matching process. So before going to the host family, how was it for you during the interviews?
Yeah, I just have to be natural. I tell them whenever what are the things that I'm not comfortable with, what are the things that I can do, what I can do. So you can really match if you're really fit for each other. Because when you say that I can do this and I can do that, and when you arrive in that place and you can't really do it, they will just be like, I thought you can do this. That's why we allowed you to come here. So yeah, you just have to be yourself. Tell them what are the things that you can do and what you can't do. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I think it's that's a very important point. Um, okay, well, normally I would have a last question, which I don't really know if it makes sense for you, but still, I'm gonna try. My question is, would you do it again?
Yeah, of course, I will really do it again. So
And
far, I'm
yeah,
enjoying this experience, and I'm learning a lot of things. I'm meeting new people. I was able to go to other countries, especially, and regarding the cost of living, because your au pair host will give you allowance. It
yeah,
won't be your worry if you would survive to this place or not, because um, everything will be provided to you. You just have to help. You just have to help them with their kid. You just have to help them a little bit in the household chore, but not the heavy chores. So definitely, I will do it again.
okay, that's great to hear. And of course, I wish you good luck for your future here as an au pair. And
Yes.
thank you so much for participating in this interview.
Thank you so much.